Hey everybody, it's Chevy Nobody Else's Auto. Well, hopefully you caught the first two videos. The teaser video, and then the auction video, and now these are all the cool parts I got out of a salvage yard I stopped at while I was out on the road. You can see, finally got the back of the truck pretty much empty. Got some tools and stuff in there, but pretty much got all the parts out. Be sure to catch the video on the auction stuff, new old stock parts, oil cans, toys, memorabilia, emblems, tire ashtrays, magazines, all kinds of cool stuff like that. You don't want to miss that video. This video is going to be used parts I found at an old salvage yard I stop by at occasionally whenever I get to that part of the world, and come up with some cool new inventory there as well. So this is all pretty much going to be parts, but you never know, there may be something in here for your project right behind me. So we're going to take a look at this stuff right now, check it out. And if you got any questions, just give me a shout after you get done with this video. 620-786-4428. It's the best way to catch me. Had a lot of new inventory coming in, so you're definitely going to want to stay tuned. Definitely hit that subscribe button. I've had a lot of cars and trucks coming in that we haven't even shared with you yet. Some Chevy pickups, 41, 54, 57 Cadillac, an Econoline, several Impalas, a lot of cool stuff like that rolling in. You don't want to miss any of that either. So let's check out this load of parts that just came in here recently. Well, it's all kind of scattered out here. I kind of tried to lay it out for a couple reasons. One, to share with you guys what I found, and two, because I brought a lot of parts in and I got to make sure this stuff is sorted and marked correctly, because if it's not marked correctly, it isn't good for much. And here a couple months from now, I'm not going to remember. So I'm trying to do this as I go. So let's just start wandering around here and checking some of this stuff out. This stuff here, some station wagon stuff. This is actually like early 80s Caprice station wagon. Those are the moldings that go around the rear side quarter windows. Those are actually the strips for the roof rack, which I actually took off like a year or two ago, and they fell off on the other side of the car. So I actually stumbled across those this time when I stopped by this yard and checked things out. I actually found out those, which had the luggage racks sitting around waiting for a long time. Couldn't figure out what happened to the strips. Well, I found out they fell off on the other side of the car. So I've got them now, though, at least. G-body wagon stuff. These are the moldings that go around the rear side quarter windows for a G-body wagon, late 70s, early 80s. This little group here is kind of Mopar stuff, taillight lens, and a few other pieces, but most of this is 66 Chrysler. I don't know why, I just stumbled across a couple of 66 Chryslers, Newport and a 300. So I've got a few bits and pieces off of both of those cars there. That one molding is 59 Plymouth around the headlights, but the rest of the stuff, the taillights, the grill, the headlight bezels, all 66 Chrysler. Like I said, this is just in a random layout. So those are rear back window moldings for a hatchback 73, 74 Nova. This is kind of miscellaneous stuff. Valve covers, we love valve covers. They're always cool, even though like this Cadillac kind of beat up. Still cool, have the script in it. Got miscellaneous emblems. Always love grabbing emblems just because they're cool. Even some oddballs like a Citation and a Chevette, but hey, what the heck, they're kind of neat, kind of different. Rear quarter extensions I found off of an old 65 442 that was in that yard. These taillights and this other trim, Cutlass Salon, 78, 79 era Cutlass Salon, which was the G-body that had kind of a fastback design to it, not something you see very often. So grabbed a few pieces off of that car since I found it sitting there. This trim here is all early 50s Chevy. This stuff was a 54 Chevy two-door post. Garnish moldings and the moldings that go around the outside of the windows for a 54 Chevy 210 two-door post, and some 50 Chevy two-door fastback trim. The ones for around the doors, around the windows. The right rear quarter molding, which is the big long piece that curves all the way down the quarter, that's kind of a tough piece to find. One front fender molding, the hood badge. And as I was unloading today, I realized I did not get a lot of Ford stuff this trip. I got a few things, some hood emblems for a 57 F100, and a few side moldings for a 64, I believe, F100 short bed. Got the two pieces off the hood as well as the two pieces off of the bed for a short box. Horn ring off a Galaxy that I just found laying somewhere. A few more Mopar pieces. Early 70s Fury. This is like 71, 72. The grill, the headlight bezels, and the luggage rack off of that Fury as well. One more luggage rack. This one was Ford, early 70s Mercury Colony Park wagon. Has all the strips with it as well. 60 Chevy pickup grill. Headlight bezels are gone, and this one's banged up a little bit, but still definitely a fixable, hard to find grill for a 60 Chevy pickup. A few Buick parts, 72 Centurion. Not a car you see or hear very often. I thought that was pretty cool, finding an original Centurion taillight that's actually cast into that, so that's a unique piece. And something that's always popular to always watch for, 60s era Chevrolet stuff, and even into the early 70s. We'll just start right here on the end. 67 Impala, 4-door hardtop, trunk lid, and rear quarter extensions. 56 Pontiac 4-door hardtop garnish moldings. Those will fit 56, 57 Chevy as well. Now this pile of trim right here is really interesting. There's a lot of pieces here, and this was a very unique car and something you don't see very often. This trim, all this trim, this is around the roof rails, in and out, and some side moldings for a 60 Impala 4-door hardtop flat top. Now if we look at these moldings right here, you can see how that was the front molding for the back glass for a flat top 4-door hardtop Impala. That's what all this trim is. Roof rail moldings, drip rail moldings, rear quarter moldings, some of the door moldings. Even have the wide strips right here for the drip rail, because the 4-door hardtop Impala had not just your standard drip rail molding, but it had this extra wide molding on the drip rail as well. So there's a lot of good, hard to find pieces right there. 61 Bel Air 4-door moldings, some 64 Impala wagon parts, some moldings in the tailgate area. This one was on the tailgate, this was around the tailgate window, as well as some of the floor panels out of that 64 Impala wagon. 66 Bel Air 4-door side moldings, 67 Bel Air station wagon side moldings, as well as, this is kind of a unique piece, this was out of the 67 Bel Air wagon as well. It was rough, but it was actually a 9-passenger car. This is the rear dome light for the 9-passenger seating area out of that 67 Bel Air wagon. Several pieces of 67 Impala 4-door side molding. I've got all of that in stock for 67 Impala 4-doors and wagons. I've got a lot of that right now. One piece off of 68 as well. And then this group right here, this is all 71 to 73 Impala stuff. Headlight bezels, several side moldings for 72, 73, 2 doors. The rear deck piece that goes between the trunk lid and the back window for a 2-door 71 to 73. 73 taillight lenses. I've got a ton of these in stock right now. I've got a big box of 73 taillight lenses I need to sort through. So if you're needing taillight lenses for your 73, give me a shout. I've got a slug of them right now. And another pile of moldings. This is all 71 Impala, 2-door and 4-door. I think I stripped 3 cars. I think I stripped 3 71s and got all the moldings off of them. So there are 2-door and 4-door moldings in that batch of 71 Impala stuff. So just kind of a smorgasbord. Like I said, it's a big yard. I never know for sure what I'm going to stumble across. Always looking for something interesting, something that's going to help out you guys with your projects. And you never know what you're going to find every time I swing by there. Even though I've been there several times over the years, it seems like I always stumble on something new or interesting that somebody's going to be needing. So that'll about wrap us up. So I hope you caught the first 2 videos, the teaser video when the truck was jam-packed, the auction video, which we did first because it was all piled on top of this stuff. So now that I've got this unloaded, finally got a chance to sort this stuff out. So I got a lot of work to do. I need to get this stuff marked, sorted. Obviously, if I don't get it marked and I get it mixed up, it isn't good for much of anything. So that's what I'm going to get started on next, getting this stuff marked and start getting it ready to get it cleaned up. So if there's anything you hear you need for your project, or anything else we may have in our yard with 2,000 cars and trucks out there right now at Nobody Else's Auto, just give me a call, 620-786-4428. Having a short conversation about your project or what you're looking for a project, year, make, model, body style, parts you need, things like that. All that information is critical for me to know if I have something here that may or may not be able to help you out with your project. So, got a lot of good stuff on this load. It was a hectic weekend. I hit the salvage yard on Friday, was there all day. We got to the auction at 8:30 Saturday morning. They started selling at 10. We didn't get out of there till 8 o'clock. And then we obviously had a jam-packed pickup. So, but it's always a lot of fun. I mean, a weekend where you spend a day at a salvage yard, a day at an auction, I'm calling that a win. Plus, we got to see a lot of our friends, and that always makes it fun too, because that's a big reason why we do this. So, hope you enjoyed this stuff. If you didn't catch the other two videos, be sure to check those out as well. Got any questions, give me a shout. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up you're not going to want to miss. So, hope you enjoyed this stuff. Stay tuned, a lot more cool stuff coming up, and thanks for watching, everybody.